All right, here's that update on the Tennessee pothole situation. So they initially closed my case because they didn't receive the evidence. I have everything on video, so I did send this to the judge, Commissioner Hamilton. I was under the impression that my video had been received. It was included in my original claim, the appeal, and I emailed it directly to Heather Ross, which is opposing counsel. I have also called Heather Ross and left messages for her and her assistant. I have followed up via email with Heather Ross, zero response. It appears that Heather Ross has the evidence I need to win this small claim. I made the mistake of assuming, that's what I'm supposed to say, assuming she had an ethical, moral, and legal obligation to review and share all evidence with you. And I apologize for my ignorance of the system. In this video, you can clearly see several missing sections of roadway. You can hear how hard my car hit these damaged roadways. I have statements from hundreds of locals who say the roadway's been damaged like this for more than a year. I am also coming back that way in a couple of weeks to see if the roadway has been repaired. According to a sworn statement of Katie McGinnis, she has potentially dangerous roadways repaired as soon as possible. I am willing to bet this road has been in such condition for more than 2 years. Numerous people have reported it having to be towed home on this stretch of interstate. I would like to get these roads repaired before someone gets killed here. I would also like to be reimbursed for the damages that this road caused my vehicle. Thank you for your time and reconsideration. That judge was kind enough to grant my request to reopen my case so that I could send the evidence. They gave me about a week to send in the evidence. I did send it certified, whatever, so I got a signature when they received it. And this is the declaration of Katie McGinnis, and it says that she's employed with the Tennessee Department of Transportation as a manager of District 49, which includes Shelby County. She was employed at the time of this incident. Her duties as the manager include overseeing maintenance activities for District 49. She receives reports of potentially dangerous conditions on state-maintained highways and interstates, investigates the circumstance. She also relay reports potential dangerous activity to TDOT maintenance personnel so that the condition can be remedied. Down here it says, the TDOT maintenance activities involve recurring inspection of roads and repair tasks to address potential concerns as part of routine maintenance. TDOT employees travel state routes and interstates within Shelby County regularly to locate conditions in need of repair. Once they see something, they report it. Once they report it, it gets fixed. They're dispatched as soon as possible. Down here, she starts talking about how in January of 2024, whenever my wheels were bent, one was broken, one was bent. She's saying that the director, Sheehan, of the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency declared a state of emergency, so they couldn't get to fix those potholes in time, but that they fix them as soon as they possibly can. Over here, let's look at number 13. Based off my knowledge and experience, potholes can form suddenly and without warning. We're comparing this to a tornado now. But to wrap this up, on February 7th of 2024, as soon as possible, given weather conditions and staff and equipment availability, the pothole on I-40 East near exit 2A was repaired. So I sent in exact GPS coordinates of where this missing section of road, I keep calling it potholes, but it's literally sections of road, and you can see that in the drone footage that I took 1 year later. All right, as mentioned in the court documents, this is the Millington Exit 2A, and we're going to see that it has not been fixed. So I know the sworn statement, is that perjury? What is that? Where Miss McGinnis said that they fixed it, like a year ago. It is definitely not fixed. You'll watch tons of cars, semis, watch them bounce as they go through this section of road. It's on both sides. But in a second, I think I turned the drone around and really zoom in so you can see the suspension and how far the suspension travels on some of these vehicles. It's crazy. Like the semi there is, look at this. Boom. When they hit that, they just bounce. See the whole front of his cab shaking? Yeah, that's a semi. What do you think it did to my little car? I don't know how more people don't crash and get hurt here. It was raining when we experienced this, and it kind of upsets the suspension so much that you almost fear you might spin sideways. And in my case, there were semis all around me. So terrifying experience. And people are like, why didn't you just slow down? Well, because, I'm running the speed limit and it's raining. You can't really see too far ahead. And what you see ahead looks like just maybe a wet spot, a puddle. You don't know it's an entire missing section of road. It's about a half a foot drop. So this literally busted one of my wheels. It cracked it. And then the other wheel, it dented. But I have tons of sworn statements from people saying they've experienced the same or similar in the last 2 years. The road is definitely still not fixed. Stay tuned for more information on the Memphis pothole situation. Thanks.